We got full-on rocked by snow last night. There's probably, I don't know, 4 inches out there maybe 5 inches. But we're gonna move the van because so far they haven't plowed this road, and the last thing I want is to get stuck in this spot. It's about 6:30 in the morning. I've been up, believe it or not. I got up like 3:45 in the morning. I was like, forget it. I got videos to do. So I got 3 videos done. You guys are going to get one this morning. Well, you guys are watching these on a delay. And then my Patreon will get the other 2 as early releases. All right, let's go outside and see if we're stuck. Good morning, homie. Good morning. I think we should be pretty good to get out of this spot. But this is the reason why I bought one of these for my van. Just in case things go a little bit sideways, I'm a little bit prepared. These snowflakes are getting big. It is so, so freaking, the roads haven't really been plowed very well. It is so beautiful out. It is so freaking beautiful out here. Ah, the snowman. So amazing. I know some of you had made comments about, oh great, there you go, Chrome, you asked for it, now you got it. I'm actually super excited that it snowed because this doesn't happen very often. And this is a real snowfall. Normally snowfalls for us, we get like just a tiny few drops and then it's gone the next day. This is extremely rare and very beautiful. Oh, I love this. The lady cross-country skiing right there. Just driving back down to the area where I slept last night. See if we can find a parking spot that we can get in and out of without getting stuck. This is so exciting. But there is way less snow down here than there was when I was uptown. Like, way less. These trees are spectacular. How beautiful. Hey, Disco Bear. These guys are building a fort or whatever they're building over there. Yeah. Those are some big snowmen. That one looks like Mickey Mouse. This is the strip that I parked on yesterday. All of those cars that are there are from these townhouses here. And being that it's off season, like not summertime, I think you can get away with a lot more parking in van life than you would if it was summertime. We parked right there last night. That's our parking spot. That bare empty spot. I think we're gonna pull right back in it. That was our home. What do you say, homie? We're gonna make home here for the day again? Oh, you got gunk in your eyeballs, bro. You got yuckies in your eyeballs, buddy. Because winter is officially here, I think I have earned the right to make a winter van life video. I'm gonna lay down the truth here for you on what it's like living in my rolling igloo when it's sub-zero temperatures here in Canada and snowing. Yeah, it's not that bad. Truthfully, it's not that bad at all. It's not as cold as you think it is. It's not as miserable as you think it is. It's actually extremely cozy. And just like them, I stay warm at night. I got everything I need right here inside of my rolling home, and I'm comfy. What I do to keep warm sometimes, and because my heater does take a little while to heat the van up, so what I do sometimes, actually, I'll start my van and let my van warm up, and every once in a while, if I'm parked here for an 8-hour day maybe, I might start my van a couple of times throughout that time just to dry out the air in my van, because I'm running a propane heater and I'm not running like those cheap China dry diesel heaters or one of those expensive diesel heaters, or I don't have like a vented propane marine stove or anything like that. You got to think about the moisture. So every once in a while I'll just start my van just to dry out the air, and besides, it's just nice to just roar some coziness in there. But I'm comfortable, and what more do you really want in winter than just to be comfortable? I know a lot of people right now are living in vans with no heaters. Yeah, no heaters. I got somebody on my Patreon living right here in Victoria that lives in a brand new ProMaster van with no heater and no insulation, and he says he's doing just fine. He starts the van up and he heats his van up with the van heater, which is a good dry heat. And then after that he just goes to bed. So, and he doesn't have insulation. He says he's getting some condensation and stuff like that on the roof now that it's gotten really cold. But other than that, he is rocking it and he is happy. So don't sweat this whole winter stuff. Okay, we're going back inside the van. It's getting windy. It is a little cold outside, but I got gloves on this time because this time I'm thinking. That's a smart way to get around.
I wasn't born just last night.
Right? Oh, that's a true Canadian way to get around. A little cross-country skiing on a winter day. My goodness. See this face? This is what true and pure happiness looks like. I am so just excited for my life. All right. Van's running, so it's good, nice and warm. Hey, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hi, homie. Hi. The Olympian Wave 3 heater that I use, it does this little dancing thing on there with some flames for the first little bit. You kind of hold this in there for however many seconds, I don't remember. But usually when I start to see it do that, I'll release this, you crank it onto high, and before you know it, this is super freaking toasty warm. I'll probably take your harness off now, bro. Hey, since we're gonna stay inside the rest of the day. Come on, bud. Come on, buddy boy. you have your food dish. Which way you want me to go? Which way you going? Where you going? right up front. Hi, buddy. Hi. Oh, say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody, the mushy face, Mr. Mushy Face. I've never had a problem in the van when it comes to staying warm. Never. My heater works great. There's lots of other options too. Like, if you are going to be running a heater like the Olympian Wave 3, keep in mind that they're a very low BTU heater, which is the reason why I like them personally. Being that they're a low BTU, you can run them on a low temperature for extended amounts of time, and it maintains a nice temperature. That's the plus side of a low BTU heater. The downside, and my heater on low is like 1600 BTUs or something, but this one on high is 3000 BTUs, which is like a quarter of what the BTUs are on like a Mr. Buddy heater, which I think is like 6,000 or 9,000, I don't know, something like that. But the plus sides about them is I run them all day, and I know it's not pumping out a ton of moisture like those other ones, so it is better on the moisture side of things. But it takes forever to heat the van up. But there's plenty of other options for spiking the heat in your van before you crank on this one. One way is to just turn your burner on and make yourself some coffee. By the time you've made yourself coffee, there's all that heat from running the burner, which has warmed the air up in your van, which is a lot faster than running my heater. Or do like I did. Keep the van running, get it nice and warm, pull into the parking spot you're in. Now your van is totally warm, totally cozy, making it a little less work for this thing to maintain the heat. Let's talk about insulating your van. I have very, 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 very little insulation. Like, very little. 2 half-inch layers on the roof, and you see this little square that's on the door, this little piece? There's a half-inch layer behind this. That's all I have throughout my whole van. Half-inch piece, half-inch piece, half-inch piece, covering anywhere there used to be a window. And that's really honestly about it. I didn't go overboard with insulation because I know we don't get big, massive winters. So don't worry about that stuff. Don't worry about, well, I guess worry. If you're in a place that's gonna like freeze your freaking butt off all winter long, then yeah, prep yourself for it. Ugh. Hold on. I'm gonna take my boots off. Like my boots, these like furry little boots, check them out. They're actually Converse. Ho, ho, ho. And they're like woolly insulated and stuff. So I don't like talking about the techie stuff. Can you guys hear me? I'm on the Rode Video Micro, and it's very directional. So if I get right up to it, it's super clear. That's the next thing I got to do in my van, is come up with a better way. Let's go sit by heater. It's nice and warm over here. Is a better way to store my shoes. We're making a winter video, right? Well, I was going to tell you guys about winters in the van. They're comfy, they're cozy. It's nice to have the option to move your vehicle to places that you want to be throughout the day instead of being stuck somewhere you don't want to. I could have stayed uptown where I was, but it's a little higher up and the snow was a whole lot deeper. So coming back down here towards the beach where the view is way nicer and it's got a bit less snow, I'm alright with that. Just trying to think of some questions you guys have had in the past about winters in the van. I have a carbon monoxide alarm, which is right there by my head. And I know there's a big thing about it. You either put it low by the floor or up by your face. It's up by my face. So I figured, you know what, if it reads it, it's going to go off by my face. But honestly, I have put it right beside this thing while I've ran this thing for hours and hours. And that meter still read 0. So that major fear, sorry, get comfy. That major fear that a lot of people have about the carbon monoxide just being blasted into your van, those meters read zip, zilch, and zero all the freaking time. But if you were to take that thing and go hold it by your muffler for 2 seconds, it goes boom! Because you wonder sometimes, but did it work? Does it not work? It always seems to say zero, but it's true. These things don't pump out as much as you guys would think. And I don't know, that's one thing about people just start talking. Some person says something and then it just barrel rolls into crazy shit. Sure, it's always got to be on the safe side. So run a natural gas or combustible gas sensor in your van. Run a carbon monoxide alarm in your van. Mine does both of them all in the same one. My take on winters in the van are they're a easy breeze. They're no sweat at all. I sleep well. I'm comfortable. I'm happy. It's not cold in here. It's not wet in here. It doesn't feel nasty in here. It feels a lot like home in here. Disco's having no problems here in the wintertime. Hey, Arya. Hey, any winter complaints? You got any winter complaints? Oh, little guy. Alright, if you guys have any questions at all, I don't even know if we covered any winter stuff. I'm just talking, and we're at 7 minutes now, so we better cut this video. Probably didn't make any points, but whatever. The point of it was, winters in the van, don't stress it. And so many people are going to be like, oh, well, I live in minus 30-degree winters. I know van lifers right now that live in Edmonton, Alberta, that are sleeping in like minus 20, minus 30 every day. No problems. It's not as bad as you think. Put it this way. I live in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, or I'm staying, like right now I'm in Victoria, BC, Canada. Our winters here are very different than in Alberta. Put it this way. Because we're so close to the ocean, there's so much moisture in the air. When we hit -5, I'm telling you, and anybody from Alberta will tell you, -5 here feels like -25 in Alberta. Our temperatures here when it gets cold, because it's so moist, just chills you to the bone. Where up there, the snow is fluffy, winters are dry. It's totally, completely different. So when it comes to your area, like if Vancouver ever hit like -30, there'd be a big problem. A huge problem. So take a look at that. If you're the kind of person that gets like really dry, fluffy snow in the winters, then you know you're in a very dry climate. We don't get fluffy snow. Our snow here comes down fluffy, and right now it's like seriously, like the couple top maybe a little bit is fluffy, but everything underneath it is like a Sprite Slurpee from 7-Eleven. It's muck. Constant just muck. We got nasty snow. It makes for great snowballs though, and them bastards hit hard and they throw good. Trust me, I know. I used to hurt a few kids when I was in elementary school hucking our freaking ice balls, because that's what our snow's like here. It's like a muck. So don't stop your dream about van life because you're living in a place with super cold temperatures. People do it all the time. I'm tired of hearing people on my channel say, well, I can't because, well, I can't because, well, I can't because. Stop it with the excuses. You can do whatever you want to do. There's no reason why you can't. I see people doing stuff all the time. So many people tell me, well, you can't van life down here in the States because this will happen. I know so many van lifers in the States that are rocking it and happy. People are like, I can't van life in sub 30 temperatures. Bullshit, you can too, because I know people here in Canada that do it, and they're happy. Anyway, guys, don't sweat the winters, don't sweat anything. Van life, honestly, it's just a big game of common sense. Jump in it, use your common sense, things will work itself out. It's no different than living in an apartment, except for you don't gotta pay rent. Oh. What? I don't pay rent. Hey, Disco, you doing yoga? Did I interrupt your yoga? All right, everybody. I'll see you soon. I guess this video was mainly just for us to say hi and for me to show you guys that we got some snow for the first time in a very long time. This was a good dumping though. Okay, I'm gonna start. Bye-bye. Before this lasts for hours. Peace out.